What's up, guys? Mr. Dan here, back again with another review. This time it's another Eurocrime thriller, the film Armageddon, filmed by Alain Delon. Forgive my pronunciation of French names in this video. I've decided to bump this one up in the rotation. I watched it about 2 weeks ago, but I just read this morning that Alain Delon, the legendary French actor, has passed away at the age of 88. Certainly a beloved and iconic actor in France and internationally. Yeah, he was a go-to international star. He was in Red Sun with Charles Bronson and Toshiro Mifune. This was one of the best Dollar Tree finds I ever found. Scorpio with Burt Lancaster and Alain Delon. There he is on the back there, where he plays an assassin. And then he was also in another Bronson film. I haven't watched it yet. Farewell Friend. This is one of Charles Bronson's European thrillers. So shout out to the 101 Bronson channel for letting me know about this one, and also letting me know that Bronson made some really interesting European thrillers. And of course, I think perhaps his greatest film, or my favorite film of his, is one that I do not own, but I will eventually, Le Samurai, where he plays an assassin, an extremely influential film. Anyway, let's get to this film. This film was excellent. This film was very good, very interesting. And for a film like this, let me just read it to you. International icon Alain Delon must stop a madman from triggering Armageddon in this slick Eurocrime thriller. A repairman named Louis Carrier uses his newly inherited fortune to launch a campaign of terror that will make him a household name. Becoming more and more mentally unstable, Carrier threatens the police and various government institutions while operating under the alias Armageddon. A psychologist from Interpol heads the investigation and prepares a trap at an international conference of world leaders in Paris. And then there's some co-stars. And it also examines there's a cat and mouse game, and it examines the impact of mass media, because the killer, or the would-be killer, actually he is a killer, because he does have to dispose of someone in the beginning of the film who sort of would get in the way of his plans, and then that comes back to play towards the end of the film. He becomes aware that the Alain Delon character is helping the police, so then they sort of begin this bizarre relationship through, correspondence and threats and everything. Yeah, this is really good. The villain is not like an arch supervillain out of a James Bond novel, but he's scary enough, and there's a scene where they catch up to his aunt who raised him because he had a troubled childhood, and she says, oh yeah, he's taught himself to speak several languages. He's a very bitter guy, and then I think it was his brother passes away, which he's very happy about, and then he inherits this money, so he decides to go on this sort of revenge against society campaign. And eventually the film kicks into high gear when he pretty much says, you've got 15 days left, or something like that. I forget how many days. So then they keep flashing up on the screen how many days left until he commits this terrorist act. And it's just a pretty good film all around. I mean, a very interesting villain. There's a kill in this which is so gruesome it could have been in a giallo film. He sets up a couple people as sort of to throw off the police, and it is so darn gruesome and mean. It really could have been right at home in a giallo. Other than that, there's not a huge high body count. The artwork here is a little sensationalistic. And it's just a really good cat and mouse thriller. I highly recommend it. What are your thoughts about the legacy of Alain Delon, the life and career of Alain Delon? Let me know in the comments below if you've seen this or any of the other films that I've mentioned, and I'll talk to you next time. Later.